talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until it's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Walters. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Lawrence. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket, throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Yep. Hey, stop.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For the Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Walters. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to me.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Lawrence on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Lawrence is throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Come on, get.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Walters. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Walters. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Get away! Hard! Hard!
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Bears have regained the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking to throw on second down. Walters. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route, moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Hey, stop. Hey, hold it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Singletary here running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Thomas brings it in. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Walters. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Below Nichols there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Walters. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to 5. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Look at me. Go. Rock it.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On second, here's Algier. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Walters. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Walters over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. A give up the middle to Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Algier. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, not one you see often there, as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Walters. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield. facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Algier is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Algier again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Algier. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them, is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage in play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. But that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Lawrence's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. They may want to... First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
On the double. Quick on travel. Hey,
here's Lawrence. Pass complete. Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
ready? Hey, exit.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Into the hands of Singletary. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Lawrence. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum?
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.